So the refurbishment of the Learning Centre and its new blue roof, and the refurbishment of the toilet block and the kitchen, and making the front a nice level surface was all done a few weeks ago, and now they're running a health camp. They have two volunteer doctors who are helping assess the villagers, and also various firms have donated free medicines. Almost everybody, because they see a doctor so rarely, almost every child in the school is waiting to see them about something. So literally, almost everybody has got a green form that seems to be indicating what they want to ask about. Now you're going to see some drone footage which will show you what the area looks like and what the learning centre looks like from above. So from this shot, you can see the toilet block at the back there with three toilets, two Nepalese and one English toilet, and it's got a nice blue roof like the main building has, and now they've got blue doors. It's been a bit refurbished, and the roof was, of course, what's been done in the latest refurbishment, and the windows and doors, and you can see that the area out the front now is no longer grass and muddy. It's been surfaced in some way so that they don't take mud into the building. So you can see that there's a nice security gate at the front now. That's new. So this video was taken live today and literally within the last hour with the health camp going on at the Learning Centre. The Learning Centre has 8 computers, running water, electricity and of course internet, and is very popular with all age groups. So the village, Saldum Village, is about a 4-hour drive from the nearest city, which is Dading, and then that's about a 3 or 4 hour, perhaps a 3-hour coach journey from Kathmandu. So it's in the foothills of the Himalayas. It is a trekking area. People do go past, but I don't think they've got many facilities for trekkers. So they just go past. I would really quite like to visit, but it's, as I say, it's very difficult to get to, and in certain, they have landslides and floods, and it can be very difficult to get along that road from Dading. When you get there in the wet season, it's pretty miserable during the monsoon, which starts around June. And there's a lot of leeches in the wet season, and all year round you're at risk of intestinal infections and bugs in the water and so on, and you can catch dengue fever at certain times of the year from mosquitoes. So in this area, the average monthly salary is, I don't know, $30 or $40 of a family they have to live on. So it's a tough environment, and they don't have very many facilities. But you can see that they're very appreciative of anything that they've got, and just to be with their friends, meeting today, you can see the happy little faces on the kids, and they get some free medicines. The medicines that are most appreciated are vitamins, because they have quite a poor diet, and they can be quite low in certain vitamins. Vitamins they appreciate. Ointments for skin conditions, maybe due to things in the environment. Some areas of Nepal have got quite high arsenic concentrations, but anyhow, they do have a lot of skin infections and things like that. Ear infections are common. So antibiotics, skin ointments. Obviously, they also provide some dental treatment, emergency dental treatment during these health camps. They usually have, I believe that maybe not this health camp, but certainly they do arrange some dental care from time to time. Anybody who's taken seriously ill has to be helicoptered to a hospital. If you are a tourist, you have to make sure that your health insurance covers helicopter evacuation. I'm not sure with a local. I'm not sure whether they would automatically call a helicopter unless it was really, really life-threatening. Somebody's more likely to drive them to the nearest hospital. But certainly, it's a remote area, and there's not much in the way of health facilities in the immediate environment. As I look at this video, I'm tempted to visit the place, but I'm minded that the cost of me coming from the UK and visiting, the same amount of money would actually help them with the loan. So I regard it as a little bit of a waste of money to actually visit. Although when I look at it, I think I would find it interesting. I mean, been involved with it since 2019, and somebody from the charity in England, I donate through a charity and help for Nepal, and somebody from there visited. She's a Nepalese lady. She visited and gave a little report. But so far I haven't visited, and I certainly wouldn't want to do any more trekking. Last time I went to Nepal, I went on a trekking in the Annapurna range. I don't think I'd want to trek again. Maybe I'll get enough enthusiasm to go and have a look, but I get a certain amount of pleasure from looking from a distance and being safe from all the diseases and the accidents that could befall me there. So remember that the purpose of today's event is a health camp with 2 doctors and donated medicines. So these are the medical team here. So on the left, as you look at the picture, is Joe, who was my guide when I visited Nepal. He took me all around Nepal with his wife, who is now in Kathmandu with a baby. Next to him is the lady doctor who's donated her time, and on the right in the white coat is another doctor. I'm not sure who the gentleman in the middle is. On the right is Joe's mother, and then the father, second from the right, and then on the far right is Joe's father. So Joe's father was the travel agent I first met, introduced me, planned some of my tourism activities in Nepal. I'd already booked my trek, but Joe and his wife and father showed me around. So Joe and his wife Sam in 2019 told me that they were trying to raise money to build a learning centre in Joe's home village, Saldum, and so from there I got very heavily involved for until now. So some of the villagers have come quite a long way for this, and most of them have something they want to ask the doctor about. So they amuse themselves outside, and there's a sort of queue, really. It looks as though this boy is getting some antibiotic cream.
सुन यो औषधि छ हैन यो औषधि चाहिँ के गर्ने भन्दा हात धुने पहिला हैन बिहान बेलुका दिउँसो चाहिँ यो औषधि लाउने है अनि फेरि चाहिँ तिमीले हात धेरै नचलाउने अहिलेलाई यतिकै.
So the boy we saw getting the antibiotic cream has obviously shown it to Joe's mother Bimala, and she's putting some on his hand for him.
भाँचे होइन डराउनु पर्दैन भाँचे भाँचे त सैली सर आइहाल्छ नि त्यही भएर उसको चाहिँ एक्सरे नै गर्नुपर्छ यो होइन यसै बान्नु
So not everybody is worried about their health.
यता हेर यता प्युपिल त रिएक्टिभै छ प्युपिल चाहिँ रिएक्टिभै छ कि सर खै त पेपर खायो क्या हो पेपर है लार्को आउ ल पिम्पल कोट्टाउँछ कि क्या हो त्यो कोट्टाउनु हुन्न नि त बाबु
सिजन दाइ टङ डिप्रेसन रहन्छ के छैन उसको औषधि दिइसक्यो ल नेक्स्ट सबै अब दार्खेको केटाहरू सबै हेडफोन आएर चाहिँ राम्रो पढाइ हुन्छ अब घुम्नेको स्कुल घुम्नेको साटापाटीको स्कुल प्रिन्सिपललाई कोटिन्छ केटाहरूले भन्न मिल्दैन यसरी आफ्नै मान्छे
First time I've seen what one can describe as a queue.
यसरी राउन्ड हो भाइ यसरी हो
के छ समस्या
त्यो क्याप यस्तो साह्रो त कसरी फर्काउ त त्यो अनुहार देखेन कि के भएको बाबु के भएको
सिलाउँछ
माथि तल
सिलाउँदैन
पछाडि यसरी पछाडि मतलब
आफै ठिक हुन्छ चिलाउँदैन होइन सेप चुइङम धेरै खान्छ होला हो तर पुरै
त्यहाँ
मजा
बस्ने
होला।
त्यहाँ बाहिर बस्छ एकछिन ल ठिक छ त्यो अब
यो हो ढाडमा बिग्रिरहेछ अहिले नि बिग्रिरहेछ अहिले ठिक भएको छ यहाँ
अहिले पनि छ
उ त्यो होला के अरे घमौरा होला घमौरा हो
देखाउनु मिल्छ
ढाडमा त भयो अनि दाँतहरू आउने त्यस्तो छ छैन है भोलितिर बेड साइड छ
काम गर
म त यहाँ घर नाच्देऊ त
कस्तो टुटेर तेल नै सौरा नै के त त्यतिखेर अनि है चिल्लाएर रगत निस्केर हुन्छ
त्यतिखेर मेरो त अहिले पनि दुख्नु भएको
मेट्रोन छ रहेछ
So that's the health camp today in Saldum Village, Nepal, in the Himalayas, and they try to run these twice a year, but sometimes it's only once a year, and people walk for 2 or 3 hours sometimes to get there. In fact, even to use the computers, people walk a couple of hours.